So Ben, I know that some people thaw their turkeys on the countertop, some people thaw their turkeys in the refrigerator, some people thaw them in water. What makes the most sense? What's the safest way to thaw your turkey for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, and that's such a good question, and it's hard to answer because each of them has risks that are associated with them. Put them in the sink with cool water. What you risk is getting some of the stuff that's on the outside that might have salmonella all over your sink, and it means that you've got to really do a better job washing it. You can thaw it in a microwave. And I've eaten turkeys that have been thawed in a microwave. The risk there is that it's going to heat this a little bit unevenly, and it's going to continue to cook a little bit afterwards. So if you thaw it in a microwave, you want to cook it right away, throw it in the oven. On the counter is one that historically I think we hear a lot about. People used to do it quite often. It takes a lot of temperature monitoring, because what you can have in a situation, in a larger turkey especially, you may still have a really frozen center, and as the outside of this turkey gets warm, and that's where you don't want to have that situation, because any of the bacteria that are on the outside are going to grow.
Right.
And then the last one, which is how we thawed the one that we're going to cook today, is in the refrigerator. And it takes a little bit of planning. You and I have talked about this before. You need 3, 4, 5 days, depending on how big your turkey is. And so when you put this in a fridge and it starts to thaw, you can get some dripping underneath here, and you want to have something to catch that so you can pool those juices. Really, what matters the most is that the turkey itself doesn't go above 41 degrees Fahrenheit for more than 4 hours. The biggest thing when it comes to thawing is having the inside and the outside of the turkey thaw at pretty much the same rate, because you don't want to let bacteria grow on the outside while the inside is still very cold. And that's going to happen if they're not at the same rate.
So when we open up a turkey, I know that a lot of juices come out and tend to go all over the place. What's the best way for us to handle that? And is it important that we handle that a specific way?
It's really important that we handle it. We want to make sure we're not spreading that bacteria juice all over the kitchen. So now our turkey is all thawed, or we could be starting from a fresh turkey. We're trying to make sure that we don't contaminate our kitchen with what's inside here, because this really is, it's raw meat. It could have salmonella, it could have campylobacter on it. As you can sort of see here, Matt, as you're doing this, we've even got a little bit of pooled juice below it already, just from while we were thawing it. Mm-hmm. So we know that there's going to be stuff that comes out of this. And also, you're using kitchen shears here or scissors to do this. They're up against the skin of this turkey. They're going to be picking up any of the bacteria that's on there. Okay. Now for us today, you can see we've still got a little bit of thaw in here, or a little bit of ice. Our turkey here didn't fully thaw, so it's going to make it even more important that we are checking the temperature of this as we cook it.
Okay, so we're pulling out the turkey neck and the organs. Mm-hmm. Are we going to do any stuffing?
We're not using stuffing. The turkey's going to cook a lot faster, and it's going to be safer.